Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have the coming new season of Sparta. Well, for December 19th. So there's 2 pages for these things, so it's gonna be a long read. But anyway, this is another video for Conqueror's Play, published by Porus Interactive, and this is the December 19th update log. We have a very long maintenance time. So for the APAC, December 19th at 0 hours to 1500 hours, UTC plus 8. The EU slash AMS goes on the December 18th, 1700 hours, all the way to December 19th, 800 hours, UTC plus 1. The maintenance time is expected to last 15 hours. And we're going to get 35,000 bronze, 1,500 honor, and 75 medals. Whew. Though, I do think the naming for some of these things is a little weird. But anyway, we have the Arabian Nights return with new rewards. So if you remember the Egyptian attire, it came out alongside I think it was another effects heavy, another horse attire that had effects, but um, yeah. Still have no idea why they call it Arabian Nights, considering that it was first used, um, yes, because it was first used for something that was Egyptian. Just kind of seemed weird, because the location was a little bit off, although I think they just probably couldn't come up with a good name for it. So, fantastical world with the bright colors, Arabian Nights return with a fresh update. And by participating in the event, you have a chance to earn new exclusive attire for the Sunward's Phalanx. Oh, that's interesting. Um, I didn't realize it was only for the Sunward's Phalanx. Huh. Warlords will play a bingo game on a 12 by 7 board. Upon successful completion a row or column, you will receive corresponding rewards. Each time you unlock a row or column, the progress bar will light up. When the progress bar reaches certain levels, cumulative rewards will be given. The lighting up process consists of random lightning and directional lightning. Random lightning lights up 5 random areas, uh, may overlap, and each lighting action grants a few silver coins. Directional lighting allows you to select a specific area to light up. Oh, very interesting. Um, they've changed this. Warlords can earn random lighting points by completing daily tasks or directly purchase random lighting points using sovereigns. If a random area that has already been lit up is selected, one directional lighting point will be awarded. 50 directional lighting points are required for one. 50 directional lighting points are required for one directional lighting. There are 3 daily tasks each day at midnight. A free task refresh will be available. It will not accumulate. The task panel needs to be manually refreshed. Additional refreshes require sovereign, and each refresh will increase in price. A maximum of 3 paid refreshes can be made daily. The event will last for 3 weeks. During the 4th week, tasks cannot be completed, uh, but unused points can still be used for lighting up, or you can directly purchase random lighting action using sovereign. After the event ends, any unused points will be automatically reclaimed. I mean, basically, it's going to be deleted. Now, it's very interesting. I think before they had this at one random area. Yeah, they had this at one random area, and it costs 10 points in order to use one directional. So I'm not sure why they changed it. Theoretically, nothing has changed, except the board might be a bit bigger. I can't remember how big the board was now. Maybe it was maybe it was like 8 by 6 or something. Now it's 12 by 7. So oh well, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember for the life of me for the Arabian Night ones. Anyway, so we have rewards overseer. Includes the Sunwise Phalanx exclusive unit attire, the Fairy Tale Guard, Treatise's Illusionist Key, crate of epic equipment, binded, pure wisdom, and other rewards. Obviously, we have the event time go from 19th of December after maintenance all the way to the 9th of January. 0 hours apparently, so it ends on the midnight. Ends on the midnight. I don't know how to say it. It's just like ends on the midnight on well, probably just before maintenance day or something. I'm pretty sure that would be a maintenance day unless they change it. Normally they change things around for New Year's and Chinese New Year. Event duration is so there's two. Remember that you have the daily task completion time. So that's the 3 weeks there. And then you have the actual event duration, which gives you an extra week to claim rewards. So that goes from the 19th of December after maintenance to the 16th of the 1st before maintenance. So yeah. And obviously you get this look, very nice looking image, though I'll be honest, if you've kind of seen some of the other promotional stuff, I guess I'll show it as well later, but if I remember. Um, but the unit attire looks funky, though. I do like the intent of Christmas. I do not like my immersion being broken in battle. This is also really bad with a lot of the old Christmas skins that included reindeer attire. Getting hit by those guys is absolutely hilarious, but at the same time, incredibly immersion breaking, and I hate it so badly. But I get used to it sometimes, as much as I dislike it. It is, again, a non issue, realistically. So, limited time return of Ice Cold Coliseum. So, we have a new Coliseum game mode. Intro. Victory rules. Each side starts with 13 resources whenever a player's hero or vanguard hero is defeated, one resource is lost. If either side loses all resources, their boss will appear. The side that defeats the enemy boss will win the final victory. All right, for the bosses, we have when only one side's boss appears, it will stay at the back of the battlefield. When both bosses are present, they will move in phases towards the center of the battlefield. Units in this mode are provided by the system. When a player is defeated, all units earned are lost, and 3 new random units are granted. Upon revival, only the units on the field are kept, while others are lost. Just when a hero or vanguard hero is defeated, a chest will drop. The player will collect the player who collects the chest will receive an additional random unit and a 30-second maximum health boost before the boss appears. Collecting chests will also boost the boss health. Easter egg. Players who collect a chest have a chance to receive a new magical unit. That's very interesting. I wonder if they're going to change the magical units or whether or not it's going to be the same. So, if you played Demon Showdown recently, this is basically Demon Showdown, but it's going to be Christmas themed. So I'm not sure, but they do have a particular Christmas skin that has like has a sack when it's Christmas time. So people who has that hopefully probably returns in its proper form. Um, Event time is 19th of December to the 2nd of January. So we only have 2 weeks, interestingly enough. Obey the call of destiny. Elite troops await free max level units. So, embarking on the path to greatness is no easy feat. Even the mightiest warlords require fearless warriors to aid them. A brand new rewards event is now live. Several elite armies have come forth in honor of the warlord's name. During the event, all warlords will receive a volunteer unit trial card, 7 days, and blessing 7 days to kickstart the new season with ease and success. I don't know what that blessing's going to be, but anyway, complete the event quest to recruit one max level unit from 4-star units in the unit tree. These units are among the most popular and frequently used in high stage ranked battle. That's hilarious because they're all literally just well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. The selection is obvious, but kind of sad that they left my Imperial Spear Guards out. I mean, yeah, yeah. Bit upset about the fact that Imperial Spear Guards been left to the wayside here. Makes sense that Palace Guards kind of popped in place of them, if we consider it that way. But yeah, we have the Palace Guards, Imperial Pike Guards, Men-at-Arms, Imperial Archers, and Prefecture Heavy Cavalry. Honestly, each of them have their own pros and cons, but if I was to select a particular unit that I think people should play, I think people should play the Prefecture Heavy Cavalry. Because that's a really fun unit, and it's really hilarious how fast they go. Not to mention, watching heroes struggle to, like, kill them, only for them to just turn around and just bulldoze right through the hero with like 10,000 damage. Oh, obviously once you like fully charge it up and stuff. Um, Otherwise for like practical reasons, realistically, Men-at-Arms is probably the safe pick. Imperial Archers is probably the AFK pick. I don't know. People love to hamper on about like range AFK stuff, but honestly, there's like, how are you? To me, it's just like, how are you supposed to play these units? Range in itself are so vulnerable that it's very difficult to play them aggressively because you just lose them so fast. And because they don't dish out damage nor take damage very well, it's very difficult to get a consistent performance out of them if you don't play a little scummy. And what I mean by that, you just take advantage of your team. But you can take advantage of your team with many, many, many other units. So it doesn't have to be just range. I mean, like, if anything, I feel like cavalry takes advantage of both the enemy and your team. Well, that's because they're like so fast as well. Warlords who purchase the Sparta Battle Pass will gain an even greater advantage as they can freely recruit one max level unit from these 5-star units in the unit tree. It includes Iron Reapers, Winged Assassins, and Shenji Grenadiers. I like how they make it very clear that this is a advantage. I do not condone giving players advantages just because they paid. I think it would be better if you just make a fair game. But I also understand that this is the tactic that is used, whether or not gamers use it or not. You know they're going to use it because we are just stupid enough to fall for it. Even though that we know is bad for us, we will still use it. If I was to pick a unit out of the three, Iron Reefers is probably the best pick. Shenji Grenadiers is probably the fun pick, and the Winged Hussars is completely, um, how to say, worthless. It's still the best charge like out of the lance cavalry, like cavalry charge wise. Not that effective though. Not that effective, honestly. For about a similar price, um, getting the Zwanji heavy cavalry is just super like the difference is stark, like so massive. The gap between power levels and ease of use just so very very different. I would also say that just like if you're good, you just use the faster companion cavalry. And I mean faster because you go bottom line with 20% extra speed and you get extra speed during the I forgot their commander ability. Sworn Guard, there we go. The Sworn Guard thing, so they're moving at like Mark 10 or well, not Mark 10, but they're moving at a speed of probably around about 14. It is and will be my biggest gripe with the unit, how fast they are in comparison to just like regular cavalry. But I mean, again, there's so much things wrong with the balance with the game for me. So um, I could sit here complaining all day, but I have so much to read. So I'm gonna pick it up a little bit once I stop scratching my eye. Warlords who purchase the sorry, I already read that. Event time goes from 19th of the 12th after maintenance and to the 9th of the first 1 second, 1 minute before midnight. So that's weird. Event requirements available to all warlords of level 9 or and above. Now, there's one thing that does worry me is that the volunteer unit card and there is a second thing for the blessing. But secondly, it's a 4-star unit and we're going to start off with the 3 tier 3 lock which should last until next no, sorry. Not next Monday, the Monday after. So we got about 1.5 weeks of tier 3 only. Whether or not people like that or not, again, I love it mostly because it is a different balance point. You get a lot of variety just for a short period, whether or not it's ranged, whether or not it's cavalry, whether or not it's infantry. A lot more things are viable, and you can get away with a lot more because there's just so much more you can throw at the enemy because they're cheaper. But that is still to be seen whether or not it's actually healthy for the game. I do think that I think they need to reduce the leadership for tier 3. I think reducing it down to probably 500 would be healthy. And when we go hit the tier 4, buff it to 600 and then full release on the tier 5 with 700. But that's just me. New season sign-in event. Got plenty of rewards and valuable resources in logging in. Raise your shield, grip your spear. The new shield and spear. Again, I want them to call it spear and shield. I don't know why they keep. Well, no, I do know why they just keep it spear and the shield and spear is because like it kind of differentiates kind of thing. So they focus on the shield. The spear is secondary, kind of. It's now officially available. Sign in and receive crafting resources and help create legendary weapons. Event time, it goes from 19th of December after maintenance to the 9th of January before maintenance. We have Smuggler's Treasure Returns. Spartan warriors have plundered wealth from the battlefield, and the mysterious Ironfire Consortium has moved in some of it to the auctioneer. Warlords can visit NPC Smuggler exotic goods to make purchases. Good description. Weekly special resource box. Price is 15,000 silver coins. Purchase limit is 50. Sorry. Weekly purchase limit is 50. Refresh weekly at 0 hours on Monday. Purchasing 50 will guarantee one crate of epic equipment. So epic schematic selection crate. I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to be called. So I'm guessing they must have changed their translator or something. Um, Daily special resource box price is 15,000 bronze coins with a daily purchase limit of 20. Refresh daily at 0 hours. Purchasing 140 will guarantee one crate of epic equipment binded. When opening a weekly special resource box or daily res daily special resource box, you will receive a certain number of uh, principal. So these things, so these things are kind of like a salvage resource for the doctrines. Equipment, crafting materials, new unit mastery materials, so the uncommon and rare scrolls of masteries, and crate of epic equipment binded. So either that's the guaranteed one or additional one. So there's that. Exotic goods is only available to warlords over 100 or above. Shouldn't be too difficult. It goes from 19th of December after maintenance to the 2nd of January before maintenance, so you got 2 weeks. Fortune Bounty and Fortune Shop open temporarily. During the event period, you can get Illusionist Key and the limited time event item Christmas Tree by spending sovereigns. Christmas Tree can be exchanged for luxurious rewards at the Fortune store. Detailed rewards can be viewed in-game under O Fortune Store events. Sovereign spending calculation periods 19th of December after maintenance to 9th of January before maintenance. Fortune store opening time 19th of December after maintenance to the 16th of January before maintenance. Antique attire chest rotation and new items in the exchange shop. Uh, the Coliseum season sealed attires will be removed from the antique attire chest, and the Sengoku uh, season sealed attire will be added after maintenance. New attires will be available in the G attire exchange shop. Noble Hajashin sealed, Guild Agent sealed, and the Azure Vanguard sealed. This goes from 19th of the 12th after maintenance before and then before new season maintenance. So this lasts the entire season. So we have Doctrine Spirited, Limited Purchase Reset, and New Doctrine in. Oh man, I don't know why they have it called whatever this word is, Doctrine Selection. The Epic Leadership Doctrine purchase limit was reset, allowing a maximum of one exchange. New Doctrine will be added to the Doctrine Selection chest called the Artemis one. So the Artemis one is applicable only. Applicable units are the Archer Infantry. Obtain skill Double Arrow does not stack with other active skills except Overwatch. Um, there are certain caveats to like double arrow, but essentially it tries to avoid stacking the double arrow effect on arrows that already have an effect. So this caused a massive issue when you try to use them on Rattan Vipers and the Namcan archers previously. I'm not sure if they fixed it. I do know that they've been trying. Well, I do know that it's at least been reported. But anyway, the effect activating the skill allows shooting 2 arrows per shot for 12 seconds with a cooldown of 40 seconds. So acquisition method for the Doctrine Selection box, we have reaching level 100 in the free battle pass on the current season grants one Doctrine Spirit, completing the 5th stage of the seasonal challenges for any 5-star unit in the current season grants one Doctrine Spirit. Event time is 19th of the 12th after maintenance before new season maintenance. So that's that. We have the attire chest rotation, the uh, wow. Sig oh, I'm not gonna even try right now. My brain's just like cooked. But basically, we've got the Something Star and the Infernal Flame attire chests will be available, including the legendary longbow attire. I want to say Sanguinus, but it's not even close. I'm gonna say Sigataris, the Sigataris Star. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. And the legendary mount attire Infernal Dragoon for a limited time. Oh, so that's the yeah, it's the Flame Horse attire one. I think that's the I think that's the original. I think that's the original effects. Yeah, I think that's the original legendary horse attire. For effects, normal. It should honestly have been its own category. There's like no reason for it to be a legendary attire since all of the seasonal mount attires are all legendary. I think they are. 19th of the 12th after maintenance, the 2nd of January before maintenance. So the legendary longbow one, you have the legendary mount attire, progression pack seasonal challenge combination rotations. So item introduction, handpicked Eastern season unit pack token for sorry, handpicked Eastern season unit pack. We includes token for Namkan archers, token for Crescent monks, token for Onamusha. That's weird. And we have the handpicked Western season unit pack. Includes Janissaries, token for Berserkers, token for Mermiones. I'm I'm actually kind of it's actually kind of weird that Janissaries would count as a Western season, considering that it's like Middle Eastern. At the very least, it's like Eastern. I don't know where they cut the divide, but yeah. Personally, I would have counted those among the Eastern, but I would have also kind of had its own category. One thing I have to say about these things is that I've been told that these hand-picked unit packs apparently only give you one unit, and apparently like what I've been told, but they might have fixed that or have changed it for these ones, so who knows. The purchase time is 19th of December after maintenance to 16th of the January before maintenance. And event preview: the all new Divine attire will be launched on the 26th of December. So literally after Christmas. So of course, of course. Oh, and we have the spotlight for the Spartan Chosen. So um, I'll probably show all of them. And that's the event calendar for December, January. I might leave that till the end, and we have a stream announcement as well. Anyway, let's go. Now, Sparta season update log. So this is probably going to pertain to a lot of information, so bear with me. I will read through it all, but obviously I'll leave the links down below so you can take a look for yourself. New weapon. Spear and shield, core mechanics. Use sidestep to adjust positioning, raise your shield, and always face the enemy head on. Gauge the distance between you and the enemy, looking for the right moment to perform a sidestep attack, which will protect you from striking while striking the enemy. Combine sidestep attack, sprint attack, and active skills to quickly unleash the final segment of the normal attack. Accumulate rage through blocking and attacking, then unleash the Spartan kick. Class traits. We have the sidestep. This unit has two evasion methods, roll and sidestep. In normal state, the evasion method is roll. In defensive state, the evasion method is sidestep. During sidestep, the hero remains in defensive state. After sidestepping, left click to directly release the fourth segment of the normal attack, which is a thruster attack. Guess not all the information is here. When I read the white paper, it's kind of been more clear. Another thing to note is this sidestep has no collision on it when you do left, right, and back. It has collision on it if you try to go forward, but I'm not entirely sure if that's still. I'm not sure if that's still going to be a thing when it hits live. So we have shield defense. Defense effect. Successfully blocking prevents being pushed back, knocked down, or knocked away. Okay, first of all, if you block an attack that's blockable and it has an effect on it, it will not affect you. So it doesn't matter what effect it has. It could be anything, literally, but if it's blocked, you won't be affected by it. So I don't know why. Oh, hang on. This is class trait. Sorry. Let me back up. Defense, shield defense, defensive effects. Successfully blocking prevents being pushed back, knocked down, or knocked away. These guys, while sorry, not these guys. Um, the shield and spear hero is literally immune to these effects, even if the attack is blockable. What it means by successfully blocking prevents these things, it means that it's a forward-facing immunity, which is hilarious, by the way, but kind of works. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's OP. Buff effects. Successfully blocking grants 40 rage points. Node Fury Stance. Rage gained from successful blocks increased by 20%. Counterattack. Base effect, while in shielded state, attack targets. Sorry, man, I am reading this really slowly. While in shielded state, attack target. Each hit on an enemy unit grants 15 rage points. War steps reduce stamina consumption for sidestep and sidestep attack by 25%. Frenzy of Rage, ignore collision. There we go. There's the ignore collision part. Ignore collision when sidestepping to the left, right, or backwards. Skill description. We have normal attacks. 4 stages. The final stage attack is immune to daze, deals increased damage, and accumulates more rage. Aegis Retribution. Base effect. Cooldown 16 seconds. Deals blunt damage. Pressing it again deals blunt damage and stuns the enemy. Control removal effect releases the skill to remove daze and knockdown effects. Buff effects. If the block is successful, block recovery rate is increased by 100% for 5 seconds. Each hit on the enemy unit grants 30 rage. And Vow of the Hunter. The second stage of Aegis Retribution increases the damage the enemy receives by 20%. What it means by if it's successfully blocked during the first stage or the first attack, they have an active block. I don't know the exact angle, but you can just imagine that they're blocking from the front, just like Luge March just like Luge March for the spear, just like um, martial prowess for the longsword. So these guys are going to be very annoying to deal damage to when they block every other attack. Now we have Ares Cleave. Base effect cooldown is 16 seconds. Oh, wow. They also include the percentages here. Deals 123% base plus 477 blunt damage. Pressing it a second time deals 178% base plus 1558 slashing damage. Buff effect. Each hit on an enemy hero grants 30 rage. Breathing control reduces the cooldown of Ares Cleave by 2 seconds. Divine Punishment increase the critical hit of the second stage of Ares Cleave by 6,000 points. This, I have no idea on what the critical is, but if you can imagine that this is basically an increase of like over 60%. This is how I kind of gather like 1,000 points. I think a long time ago, I think I did figure out something like 100 what 100 points was, but whether or not that's still the same, I have no idea. But you can imagine this basically increases the critical hit chance massively. So it's going to be to a point where it is tangible. I'm I'm guessing they put it up to a point where nearly every other attack is a critical hit. We also have Hercules Throw. This is kind of hilarious. Um, if I'm not wrong, Hercules is the Romanized name. It's supposed to be Heracles. I wonder if there's like the name's supposed to be different, spelled differently. Because I've actually never seen the. Yeah. No, actually no. They use the right spelling. I'm just wrong. So it's actually Heracles, not it's actually Heracles. So they use the right name. So this is like the one point where I'm just like, oh, that's impressive. But then again, like it's also just kind of one of the things that just pop up. So the base effect in is cooldown 8 seconds, deals 175 base. Oh, 175% base plus 1451 piercing damage. Buff effect is each hit on an enemy unit grants 30 rage points. And then we have Breath of Warrior. Heracles Throw returns 2 seconds of cooldown when hitting an enemy. Heracles Mounted Throw, base effect cooldown time is. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's basically the same thing. So cooldown time 8 seconds, deal 175% base plus 1451 piercing damage. Buff effect is each hit on an enemy unit grants 30 range points. So one thing you have to note about this throw skill, it does have its own projectile. So it's not like the Procrastin's Gift for the spear. It doesn't. It's not an animation lock per se, but you will have to aim the projectile and it will only hit one target. So it's not exactly, well, I mean, the shield and spear hero will struggle to fight against units as it just doesn't have the ability to, though that also is to be seen because they got the Spartan kick is just absolutely bonkers. I wonder if they still have it be absolutely bonkers. I've been trying to get the, well, in this case, now called Ares Cleave, but yeah, I've been trying to get that hitbox fixed for that one, but whether or not it's fixed for live, it will still to be seen. So, Spartan Kick. So, this is their ultimate base effect. We have a base cooldown of 5 seconds. Spartan Kick can be used when you have Fury. By attacking and blocking, you accumulate rage. Once rage reaches a certain level, it converts into Fury. A maximum of 2 stacks of Fury can be accumulated, dealing 558% base plus 2098 blunt damage and knocking enemies back. This is a very high scaling modifier. Probably the highest in the game now. Previously, I think the musket bomb had the highest at 701%. So, effect on enemies. Enemies knocked away will cause damage and knock away other enemies in their path. Enemies knocked into a wall will receive an additional 1500 damage. After unlocking the node Wrath of the God, a maximum of 3 stacks of Fury can be accumulated. Now, I'm pretty sure that some people have probably already shown it, but this knocking the enemy away thing is very OP. When we mean knock away, it's not just a simple throw. It is a throw that is probably 3 times further than anyone's ever experienced. And I will tell you that these guys will be a menace on the walls. That being said, the second part is that you basically turn your targets into a projectile. I think there is a actually hard-coded hit limit. I think it's something around about 2. I think the hit limit of this is 2 or maybe it's 1. I'm not entirely sure, but uh, essentially it is very powerful because it has essentially a much larger effect range. It won't deal very much damage, mind you, but it is hilarious to use. Now we have the season unit. Helot Auxiliaries, the Lyconic Javelins, the Spartan Chosen. We also have the Battle Pass. Crimson Warrior's Tunic unlocks at level 0 of the Battle Pass. We got the Warrior King Panolpi. Alright. Unlocked at level 100 of the Battle Pass. And we have Season Vault. During the Spartan Seasons, attire sets from the Avalon season will return to the Vault. Players can redeem them at a 20% discount using blades. Nightmare of War Sealed. Price reduced from 1500 to 2000. Eternal Crown Sealed. We have price reduced from 5000 to 4000. Camelot Nightmare Sealed. 1500 to 2000. Price for the following attires will return to the original price. The Grey Cloak Zealot attire set sealed goes back to 2500. The Order Grandmaster attire set goes to 5000. The Brilliant Adjudication goes to 2500. The following attires will be removed from the seasonal vault, so no more Sengoku attire. Open world update. Optimize system optimization and adjustment. Territory Wars contribute calculation. If the attacking side wins the fiefs, it will be the total contribution of the alliance be compared with other alliances. The house with the highest contribution under the winning alliance with the highest contributions will take ownership. Whoo, that's a very interesting change. Any role with strategist permission can now manage defense or offensive fronts for any house within the alliance. Huh, okay. If a house reputation drops below the required for declaring war, it will be automatically removed from the declaration queue. Fishing ports can now be used during territorial wars. Ship speed increased. Oh, yes. Whoa. Yes. Why was this not like a thing? So, sorry. Trade port ships increased from 2.5 to 4. Fishing port ships increased from 3 to 5. Actually, never noticed that fishing ships were faster, though technically they should be slower. Or have a limited capacity, something like that. On single region servers, prestige provided by the capital is reduced from On single region servers, prestige provided by the capital is reduced from 3900 to 1625. On single region servers, part of the alliance slash house prestige requirements for liege title has been lowered. Requirements of occupying a regional capital for hegemon slash monarch remains unchanged. Okay, so this basically makes it easier for alliances or houses to get the required prestige for liege titles, which apparently gives quite a lot of resources. All right, we got Spartan season specific value adjustments. So we have resource adjustments, restore value for huh? Season resource adjustments, restored value for copper mines and iron mines storage and gathering rates. Restored Culverin and Mortar Forge resource costs. I've never seen these things. Open world movement speed of Culverins and Mortars is reverted from 3.5 to 2.8. Culverins should be the lightest. That should. Oh well, this is my opinion, but I think this mortars and cannons should be 2.8, and Culverins should be 3.5. But whatever. I don't really play open world that much. Storage for Food fields, cotton, and timber increased by 20%. Gathering rates for all food, cotton, and timber increased by 10%. Food consumption during forced march reduced. Consumption rate multiplier lowered from 2 times to 1.5 times. That's stupid because you would always use forced march unless you're not moving at 2 times speed. So there's that. Campaign. Main regions in the world. 3 region servers. The following servers will have the regions of Anecdotal, Liangyun, and Borderlands open. I hate the name Anecdotals. I much preferred Bartholia. Bartholia was way better name. The main region will be Borderlands, where the ownership of Conqueror City will determine the Hegemon title. So we have Porous, Lotus Ash Sea, Dragon Rise. Um, I don't like how they say Porous because I'm pretty sure they're supposed to just slap on Asia. So most of this is Asia, I think. But anyway, Lotus Ash Sea, Dragon Rise Island, Jade Rock Creek, Sandstone Gorge, Crystal Sea, and Elysium Peak, which is hilarious, which is strange. Single region servers. The following servers will have the regions of Anecdotal open. The main region will be Anecdotal, where the ownership of Reginopolis will determine the Hegemon title. So we have Aurora Ridge, Hades Gate, uh, Lionforge Fjord, and Lyconia. The following servers will have the regions of Liangyun open. The main region will be Liangyun, where the ownership of Daishen will determine the Hegemon title, which is Excalibur, Khan of Heaven, Hellenic Lee, and the Europa Sicania. I actually do not like that. That's terrible. But also kind of differentiates the servers a little bit. I think they should have the same. I mean, anecdotal just feels right for the culture. Though, again, I don't know why these servers have to get thrown into Liangyun here. For details on which regions are available for conquest at each stage, please refer to the campaign interface. For the details on the first territory war opening times for each server, please refer to the Spartan Season Territory War Time Adjustment. Stage 1, the Baron's War, goes from 19th of December to 30th of December server time. We have unit limit 3 stars and below. Whoa! What? 11 days? Yeah, no, that was right. Equipment set attributes disabled, forge extra attributes disabled, auxiliary units 3-star and below, auxiliary unit score 6. So stage 2, Eve of the Storm, goes from 30th of December to 13th of the January, 4-star and below. Set attributes enabled. We have extra attributes still disabled. Auxiliary units are 4-star and below. Auxiliary units have a score of 6. We have stage 3, All is Chaos, 13th of January to the 3rd of February, 5-star and below. Equipment set values open. Forge extra attributes is open. Able. It's supposed to say enabled, but yeah. Auxiliary units 5-star and below. Auxiliary units score of 6. Then we have stage 4, usurp the throne, goes from 3rd of February to the 17th of February. Everything is open. And then finally, stage 5, Imperial Dawn, 17th of February to the 3rd of March. And everything is open. Though I must say, normally these also include the regions that should be open. So I mean, feel like that might have been a mistake. So we have the seasonal unit challenges. The Helot Auxiliary complete 6 out of 8 quests per stage. Challenge unlock time is 19th of December 2024 after maintenance. First stage reward is a unit 3-day trial. Second stage reward is unlocking the unit. Third stage reward includes the unit exclusive blue doctrine. Again, I don't know why the tier 3 keeps getting shafted like this. They should just get an epic doctrine. Like, I don't know why both of their unit unique doctrines are both blue. Like, there's no reason to have them be blue unless you want to gimp the power of these doctrines on purpose. Fourth stage rewards is unit cartoon avatar. Then we have the Lyconic Javelins, complete 8 out of the 10 per quest per stage. So the challenge unlocks on the 30th of December, so one day before Christmas Eve. No, sorry, New Year's Eve, what am I spoken? But at 1200 hours UCC plus 8. We have the first stage rewards gives you the unit 3-day trial. Second stage rewards gives you a 120 unit medal. Third stage rewards unlocks the unit. Fourth stage is the unit exclusive purple doctrine. Fifth stage is unit cartoon avatar. Then we have the Spartan Chosen, complete 10 out of 12 quests per stage. So the challenge unlock time is the 13th of January 2025 at 1200 hours UTC plus 8. First stage unit 3-day unit trial. Second stage the unit exclusive blue doctrine. Third stage is the 120 unit medal. Fourth stage is unlocking the unit. Fifth stage is Doctrine Spirit special for current season only. So basically, fifth stage gives you an additional reward until the next season where they will remove this component and just have the unit medal times 200. Sixth stage is the unit exclusive purple doctrine, and the seventh stage is the unit cartoon avatar. And oh my god. So, seasonal rune, armor runes, helmet. So we have Despair Renowned Heroes when health is below 50% triggers Oracle Mark, increased damage by 2% for 20 seconds, can only trigger once every 35 seconds, consumes 3 rune powers. So we have Victory, Blood of Hero, after killing a hero trigger Oracle Mark, increasing damage by 2% for 20 seconds, can only trigger once every 30 seconds, consumes 3 rune powers. Bravery, Unrivaled Hero, after killing 3 soldiers, triggers Oracle's Mark, increasing damage by 2% for 20 seconds, and can only trigger once every 30 seconds, consumes 3 rune power. Solitude, Great Heroism, after using a Paragon skill, triggers Oracle's Mark, increasing damage by 2% for 20 seconds, can only trigger once every 50 seconds, consumes 30 rune power. City State Alliance restores 2% of max health per second while at an allied supply point, consumes 2 rune power. Armor, Warring Heroes agility during Oracle's Mark, increased damage by 10% but reduces the duration to 15 seconds, consumes 3 rune power. Militant Famed Hero during Oracle's Mark reduces incoming damage by 10% but reduces the duration to 15 seconds, consumes 3 rune power. Cheat Death reduces backstab or headshot damage taken by 15%, consumes 2 rune power. Hector's Blessing reduces damage taken on block value by 20%, consumes 2 rune power. Olympian power, increase toughness by 5, consumes 1 rune power. Bracers, we have Champion Heroes of Heroes during Oracle's Mark, increase critical value by 200, consumes 3 rune power. Rampant Lone Hero during Oracle's Mark, increase critical damage by 300, consumes 3 rune power. Lore of Lykogu, no idea where that name comes from. Increases block value cap by 30%, consumes 2 rune power. Thunderous Heroic Fury. During Oracle's Mark, normal attack causes enemies to enter weakened state, reducing defense by 20%, consumes 2 rune powers. Boots. Sacrifice Path of No Return. During Oracle's Mark, damage is increased by an additional 8%, but defense is reduced by 20%, consumes 3 rune power. Wanderer's Lust. Heroic Journey. During Oracle's Mark, increased movement speed by 20%, costs 3. Chiron's Cure. During the Vantage state, movement speed reduction is lowered from 50% to 30%, so it's no longer removed, which is interesting. Costs 2. Olympian Agility, increased agility by 5, cost 1. Pole Axe, we have the Minotaur's Axe, allows the use of the 4th hit for sideways sweep, costs 3. Nemesis will if health is below 30%. Damage dealt is increased by 14%. Costs 3. Hercules Final Battle. Hercules Final Battle. During Paragon, damage taken increased by 10%. Costs 2. Glaive. Demigod's Authority grants immunity all crowd control effect except winded when using Hail of Blades and Flying Reaper costs 3. Well, consumes 3 rune power. I'm just going to say costs 3 as much as I can to just shorten this bit. Divine Oppression using Flying Reaper will not knock back heroes, but will stun them for 4 seconds. So when it says stun, it means concussed, or whether or not they're going to replace all references to concussion to being stunned. It costs 3. Titanic Physique grants immunity all crowd control effects except winded during turn and attack, consumes 2 rune powers. Maul. Typhon's Demise. While using Sideways Sweep, the third stage increases. Oh man, they've changed some of the names here again. So Sideways Sweep is actually Maelstrom. Because it's no longer called Sideways Sweep, and it hasn't been called Sideways Sweep in ages. So the third stage increases defense by 10%, and the fourth stage grants immunity to all crowd control effects except winded, alongside with an 18% defense boost. Costs 3. So, do not be fooled. Maelstrom has 5 attacks. So the fourth one and the fifth one are going to have CC immunity. The third stage get increased defenses. The fourth stage get an even higher defense increase. So yeah, they kind of want you to go through the steps on Maelstrom. I would never do it because it's too hard to pull off. It takes too long. Titanic Shockwave. Expand the area of effect for Fierce Strike. This is heavy. This is Heavy Strike, or no, this is Earthquake. Man, even the Fierce Strike name is new. By 20%, costs 3. Hermes Leap reduces stamina cost for dodge by 20%. Consumes 2. Longsword and Shield. Jason's Golden Fleece regenerates 0.5% of max health per second for 10 seconds after using a Paragon skill. Costs 3. That's really shit. Still don't know why they haven't given you something interesting. Hippocratic Oath. Activating Mercy of Heaven increases nearby allies' defense by 10% for 5 seconds. Costs 3. Really good on units with high defense. Perfect Provisions increase all damage by 100 points when health is above 70%. Costs 2. It's like really terrible. Now we have Short Sword and Shield. Spartan Resolves grant immunity to all crowd control effects except winded when using Centurion's Battle Drill, and Thunderstruck costs 3. Hercules Greatness using Ironside additionally increases defense by 20%. Costs 3. Discus Throw reduces the slowdown effect of Shield Throw to 20%. Decrease cooldown to 3 seconds or by 3 seconds, I can't remember. And increase range by 20%. Costs 2. Spear Fearless Thrust. Each stack of hard hitting grants an addition. That's supposed to be Luge March. I don't know why they're changing this again. Grants an additional 1% armor piercing. Costs 3. Great Horsemanship reduces stamina cost for horseback right click by 20%. Costs 3. Unified Charge increase mounted attack damage by 5%. Costs 2. And again, Spear really needs to get off the fucking horse. Their horse is one of the most terrifying things in the game. Dionysus Ferocity skills Water Dragon, Sky Dragon, Green Dragon, Cold Dragon apply stacks of Strong as a Storm upon hitting an enemy. Each stack increases piercing armor penetration by 15%. Costs 3. The heck? That's really strong. So we have Cronus Authority. Killing a hero with Green Dragon resets its cooldown. Costs 3. Sylph's Guardian reduces damage taken by 30% during the first and second phase of Wandering Dragon. Consumes 2 rune power. And of course we have the Nodashi Heroic Strike. Heroic Strike can deal... Whoa, what the hell? Heroic Strike can deal charged 2-second damage and... Okay. Sorry. I was getting confused here. Heroic Strike, meant to be Dragon Leap, can deal charged 2-second damage and knockback effect without charging. It's a throw effect, by the way, and refreshes the cooldown for all skills except Paragon. Hitting enemies with skills grants Heroic Blessing. Each stack increases damage by 2% and life drained by 1.5% up to 15 stacks. The effect lasts for the effect lasts for 6 seconds, reducing by 3 after expiration. Costs 3. Area Sacrifice during Bloodbath increases critical by 120% plus 1000. Costs 3. We have Macedonian Costume, reduces damage taken during Bloodbath by an additional 15%. The reduced damage gradually returns over the next 10 seconds. Costs 2. So again, Nodachi is just very durable because Bloodbath has damage reduction. The Macedonian costume gives it damage reduction, and I'm pretty sure if you use Bloodthirsty, you get 30% increased defenses. If you use Fearless and Deadfast, you get CC immunity. Never mind. Musket. Oceanic Wildfire. Expand the area effect of Black Powder Bomb and Liquid Fire by 15%. Costs 3. Poseidon's Tide changes 5. Supposed to say 5-round rapid. God, please, just keep the names the same. Don't change the names in this. To Scattershot during 5-round rapids increases critical by 120% plus 2000 for 10 seconds. Costs 3. Sense Weakness. Increased damage against weakened enemies by 20%. Consumes 2 rune power. Bow. Apollo's Marksman. Stuns heroes. Concussed heroes. It also concussed units as well for 2 seconds when Lightning Bolt hits. Costs 3. Hydra's Fang. Hitting enemies with normal attack applies Festering Wounds at 3 stacks. It explodes, dealing 3% current health plus 300 damage per second for 3 seconds. Festering Wound reduces movement speed by 5%, consumes 3 rune power. Hippolyte's Demise, I probably said that wrong, increases damage dealt to ranged units by 15%. Costs 2. Shortbow, Artemis Precision, damage from mark detonated by normal attacks increased by 10%. Costs 3. Hunt of Hercules, double strength, and oh my goodness, what it's supposed to say is Artemis and Angry Hornets is correct. Marked enemies, and the mark can be detonated by normal attacks. Costs 3. Animus of Kronos, detonating mark to reduce the enemy movement speed by 10% for 1 second. I think this needs to be increased. Maybe I'm over exaggerating how low of effect 10% is, but I think that needs to be increased. Uh, even at a even at a cost of 2. Um, oh, hi Spider. Jewel Blade. Um, Celine warning. Damage of ambush increased by 30%. Costs 3. Cerberus Chase, killing a hero increases slashing damage by 4%, stacking up 5 times. Reset upon death. Costs 3. Troy's Tragedy. Damage to units increased by 15%. Costs 2. Chain Dart and Scimitar. Achilles' Sorrow. Each stinging strike hit reduces the cooldown of Scorpion Snare by 1 second. Consumes 3 rune power. I think there is a limitation for this. This is actually not what it does. Sorry. Basically, the Stinging Strike extra hit only reduces Scorpion Snare by 1 additional second per cast. So you're not getting like 6 extra seconds off Scorpion Snare. And I also think there's an error with the epic set where if you have both this rune and the epic set, you don't get 5 seconds off with a cast. You only get 4 seconds off no matter what. Something like that, or rather, I think something not working. Thanatos Fester Prey Trap stuns enemies for 2 seconds on hit. So this is an unblockable concussion. Basically like bullshit. Costs 3. Hephaestus Blade. Damage against enemies with a slashing defense higher than 600 increased by 10%. It costs 2. We have the Shield and Spear. Spartan's greeting during Ares kick. So it's supposed to be say Spartan kick. I don't know why they call it Ares kick now. Damage taken is reduced by 30% and control immunity is granted except for winded. Um, Costs 3. I don't know why they have a double effect. Just having the crowd control immunity is already very powerful. Champion technique. Ares javelin can penetrate one additional target. Costs 3. Very strong. Um, War step stamina cost 4. Sidestep and sideways sidestep attack is reduced by 25%. No idea why they have this at 25%, but the mole one is only set at 20%. So again, adding adding to the power of the class, you definitely feel like they want the shield and spear hero to kind of be favored. It's really obvious and it's really disgusting. Season fame. The Lionfire season fame will reset to 0. The Spartan season fame will commence. The rewards in the fame shop for the new season are as followed. Artificial Stone requires 0 sustain, costs 2,000 bronze, 10. So it's always going to be required fame, cost in bronze coins, and the quantity limit. So I'll just go with that. So we have 10 battle heroes, XP card, 500, 1500, 3 powder powdered silver 1000, 1450. Sirocco, I think that's the blue horse, 1000, 10,000, 1. Regan's, oh my god, like so it's just going to be the Fame Shop armor sets, all at 2000, 10,000, 1. Artificial Stone, 2005, 5000, 10. Unit Metals, 3000, 2000, 100. Artificial Stone, 4500, 5000, 10. Lotus Water, 5000, 5000, 5. Artificial Stone, 6000, 5000, 10. Rare Doctrine Selection Box, 6500, 5000, 1. Rare Weapon Schematics, 8000, 10,000, 2. Rare armor schematics 8,000, 10,000, 4. Lotus water 9,000, 5,000, 5. Treatises 9,500, 10,000, 5. Artificial stone 9,500, 5,000, 15. Epic hero schematics 12,000, 60,000, 1. Epic doctrine selection 12,000, 10,000, 1. Pure wisdom 15,000, 10,000, 10,000, 1. Legendary Artillery Selection Box 17,000, 40,000, 1. Treatises 19,000, 10,000, 5. Epic Hero Schematic Crate 21,000, 60,000, 1. And the Warrior King's Panoply Dim 23,000, 100,000, 1. And we have the title Sparta, the Exalted title, yeah, blah blah blah, 25,000, 10, 100,000, 1. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have read that. System optimization, consolidation of residual resources during territory switch to address the issue where resources and items might be left in currently closed regions in specific scenarios, making them uncontrollable. We have introduced a new quick collection feature for leftover resources. Access, navigate via escape account services, regional lost resources, feature details. This update will open the tab for Reforge equipment and resource piles. Under the Reforge equipment tab, you can view all Reforge equipment left in unopened regions. Under the resource pile tab, you can view all resource piles left in unopened regions. Each resource pile in the residual list will still have a time limit. If not collected within the time limit, the resource pile will disappear. When there is enough capacity in the supply dump, you can click to collect and directly deposit the resources from the pile into the supply dump. Display of block values related attributes to more clearly show the blocking capabilities of different units and heroes. The new season will introduce the display of block values and block recovery values in both the unit attribute panels and the hero attribute panels. So we have a UI UX interaction, brand new in City, HUD, and Escape interface. So you get some example. Continuously improving the consistency of the unit of the user interface design. I don't think they changed those things. Address the issue where the field of view was vertically cropped and narrowed on widescreen monitors. Now widescreen monitors will have an expanded field of view on both sides. In-game chips will now automatically scale with the player's game resolution to address the issue of text being too small at high resolution. When players manually adjust the tip scales, the game will no longer automatically resize tips. The seasons are now arranged in reverse order, with the latest season appearing first. That's probably a good that's probably a good decision. Optimization of unit behavior. Units are a core element of the gameplay in Conqueror's Blade and play a crucial role in Battlefield. We will continue to optimize various unit behavior of units within the battlefield to make their actions more reasonable and close to realistic combat performance. Yeah, you say that, but you end up you say that, but you also bloody hell decide to remove collision and have things phase right through. I'm in a very bad mood about balance right now. Unit formation optimization, improved formation algorithm to resolve issues with front and back rows crossing during formation. Oh yeah, every single time. So previously they had first come first serve basically, and now they have like scaled precision. So good, good. This looks good. Unit pathing optimization eliminated redundant path recalculation to prevent units from unnecessarily changing path or retreating multiple times. Um, I can't tell the difference, man. I don't know where you're sending them. Unit movement optimization reduce unnecessary turning points and jitter during movement, better maintaining formation integrity. Oh, that's cool. You know, on the PTI, I didn't even notice. Unit behavior optimization, fix frequent jitter issue when units are in formation. That's good. He's not moving though, so there's another part. Bug fix, fix the bronze coins issue with replenishing kits for Xylooi Slingers, Sunwoods Phalanx, Raytear Pistoliers, Swine Feathers, and Lion's Royal Crew. Okay, I don't know what the issue was. Fix the issue where Jewel Blade's hero using Denny's footstep near the end of Invisibly would experience stiffness when attacked after exiting Denny's footstep and using normal attacks in the non-stealth state. New launcher. The brand new launcher has finally been unveiled. Veteran players can upgrade directly from the old version. Supports one-click access to various official Conqueror's Blade Meteor accounts for real-time updates. Offers setting for download speed and automatic updates, so you won't have to wait for the update. Yep, there you go. Blah blah blah. Season map, a new siege battle map inspired by a famous Spartan battle will be added mid-season. Stay tuned for this exciting update. Forget about the new season. What the hell are these units? Oh, that's cool. That's a really cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I hope we get like a beachside kind of battlefront or siege battle. Whoo wee. That was a lot. A lot. Now, I'm actually probably going to end it there. Obviously, inside there have links to the season units. So just use these links. I know this one's kind of broken, but bear with it. You know what to do. Copy and paste the relevant URL. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the update. But other than that, enjoy your Christmas, the new year, and hopefully the you enjoy this CB for this season. I'm going to end on a little bit of a somber note. Um, I honestly do not like any of the units this season. Spartan Chosen turned out to be a disappointment. The Lyconic Javelineers are an utter disappointment. They still have massive usability issues, and pretty much they went with the worst possible answer in terms of making them viable, is making their javelins basically hit harder than a truck. Though it's not that hard, it's still very terrifying when it's a range attack that's around about 80 meters. Um, though it's really terrible because of the arcing issue, though I do enjoy the more realistic arcing thing. It's just no good for a gameplay perspective. It's no good for a gameplay perspective because you just don't build because they did not build their game around it. That being said, I am excited to see how people react to the shield and spear hero. That is a cool. It feels snappy. It feels great. And if anything, that's probably the only anticipation like highlight that I can say about the season. Besides some of the looks, I do like some of the attires, especially the level 100 attire for the male only, and the female attire for the epic set. And again, I have my reasons for that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But other than that, my name's Azukai. Have a nice day. Bye for now.